Hey everybody, Joel here. Now we got Daniel Kump changing. I say he's shaking in his boots, but it's so awesome to have him here. He flew in this morning. So we're going to start our workout in a minute. Just let some people jump on the live feed here. And we'll probably do, this is his first workout, self-admittedly, in a really long time. So we'll probably do chest and triceps today. I'll give him that choice. I won't be training myself. I want to do a very, it's ass whooping time for sure, Sebastian. So, but we'll take it easy on him. Probably not, right? So, yeah, it's going to be fun. You know, and this is just really, guys, the beginning of something super, super awesome. You know, it's not about the sales, but I know it's indirectly about the sales because people are here to make a great income as well. But so many, I'll say it this way, so many people jumped in over the weekend because they believe in the vision. They see the vision, they see the future, what we're going to be doing, guys. So, yeah, Daniel's just changing now. He flew in, he got up at 4 o'clock this morning. Came here from Derry, New Hampshire, I believe, and we're going to put him through a workout. I do need my tripod, actually. Let me go get my tripod. And maybe he'll give me an ass whipping, because would you have it? My L4, L5, my herniated disc in my back's really acting up today, so he's been making fun of me about that. But I do need the tripod, so I'll go get that. There's Mikey. There's Dave. Roger just finished his workout. How'd it go, brother?
Pretty good, actually. Really good.
Of course, really good. He's in the Jeep. He's in the Plex. Hey, Shane. Hey, Shane. Let me grab this. Hey, guys, as you jump on, nice to see you. Just grabbing the tripod here. When Daniel gets out, just let him know I'm in the lobby, dude. Roger. How much weight have you lost now, Roger?
22 pounds.
Woohoo! That's good stuff, man.
Jenny Craig.
Shut up, Jenny Craig. Did you guys hear that BS, that crap? Jenny Craig. He could have said at least something for men like Nutrisystem, you know? He's on Jenny Craig. Alrighty. Jenny Craig. Now I'm in a bad goddamn mood. So, look at everybody's laughing at the Jenny Craig shit. Excuse my language. There's Blakey. JB's going to be our video dude. JB's, how's your workouts going? Give people a feedback because I know you've been training for a while now. He's actually got a V-taper now. It's really cool.
Yeah, I've been pretty consistent hitting the gym after work around 5 o'clock for about 45 minutes, and I'm starting to see some results in my arms. So.
What a fucking marketer, eh? He says 45 minutes.
Well,
45 minutes. Who trains for 45 minutes? Not me.
Well, you just got a little space in between.
Yeah, he's probably taking long breaks. That's all right. All right. So, here's the torture plex, guys. So, Mr. Kump, what do you want to train? Let's let everybody decide. What do you think? Back and biceps, chest? I want to push them through chest, guys. Let me come around there. Hang on. Here, actually, you know what? I'm just going to give this to JB from. So what do we put them through?
Actually, you know what? Blake, while you're here, dude, if you could just occasionally just snap some random photos. Sure. That'd be great. Of course.
Anybody saying anything?
chest. People are saying, Shane's saying chest.
Yeah, but did you know the girth difference too? Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. Trust me. I hit my genetic potential 20 years ago, 30 years ago. All right, we'll put them through chest.
You need to start on wuss setting, whatever that is.
Oh, at first he's mouthing off. Now he's talking about wuss setting.
I never mouthed off anything about being able to lift any weights, that's for sure.
We'll start you light, don't worry. So people should be asking some questions while we do this. Keep it interactive a little bit, you know? Sure.
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
You don't want the tripod, JB? Like,
I actually prefer freehand.
All right.
I think what you guys need to realize too is like I've never done any weight training in probably at least 8 to 10 years. So I'm excited because I get to actually start again.
All right.
We'll start. That was one of the exciting parts about being able to come down here and kind of like kick off.
He's committing, guys. Give him lots of love, lots of likes. You know, he's committing live right now to continue from this day forward, which is really cool.
I get to be your guinea pig.
Not really. We've got lots of guinea pigs in here. All right. I'm just looking for appropriate weight for warm up.
So if you guys saw the startup videos in the Now Body section, I believe, and correct me Joel if I'm wrong here, but the first set of warm-ups is about 50% of the weight that you're going to use when you get to all-out failure. So,
but because you haven't trained in 10 years, we don't know what 50%
Yeah,
is. But
we don't even know
so
what
that's why it's a guideline. So we'll start here. Let me just see. I'll get you to sit here, but I want to make sure it's at where it should be coming down. And this one's going to be highly more educational, guys. It's right in the middle. See how the bar's like literally in the middle of my chest? So that's where we want to gauge it for you as well. And here. And a lot of people tend to do like half reps. You want to keep your flexibility, guys. Do full ranges of motion all the time. So come here, touch the chest, back up. That's definitely a lightweight to start with, that I know for sure. So come on and have a seat.
is it just pushing it out to get it to unclick?
Yeah, I'll show you what to do. So what you want to do is when your arms are halfway, you want to be parallel with the ground. So if you're looking at me in the mirror, kind of like probably a little bit further out because you've just got wide shoulders.
Yep.
And what you're going to do is start with it here. That way when you come and flick it, it's kind of parallel.
Flick it like pushing it out?
Pushing it out that way, yeah.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I get you. I'm just coming down right to the chest.
Yep. And that's an okay weight for a warm-up?
Yeah, and then just breathing in, coming down, breathing out, going up.
Correct. Slow on the way down, a little more power on the way up, but I know you haven't touched weights in a long time, so just at your pace. And that's the key, guys. I'm not going to, you know, I've been teasing him about the torture chamber, but I'm not going to push him to where he doesn't enjoy it. It has to be something you enjoy. So when you start to feel a little bit warm, we'll call that for your first warm-up set, and we'll increase the weight a little bit. But he's just warming up right now.
Say one more.
And that's one thing, guys, that a lot of people ask is like, well, how many reps? It's really just to get the blood flowing, and only you know when the blood's flowing fairly well. Do you want to go another 10 per side for next warm-up? What are you thinking?
Yeah, we can do 10. Like, and when he's saying getting warm, I can actually feel like my arms and specifically my biceps starting to literally get warm. So when it's talking about warm,
Yeah, it's just getting the blood flowing and stuff like that, and only you know how that feels. So 3 warm-up sets is a guideline. You might be a little bit tired one day. You might do 4 warm-ups. It's just a baseline and a guideline. But the key is you don't want to be exhausting your muscles during your warm-up phase. You want to save that for the one set to failure. So let's try that. That might be way too light. We might be here, you know, because it's his very first workout in years. We might be here for a while gauging what that actual working set will be. So come back like this, and then you can flick it up. Exactly. There you go. Notice how he's doing a full range. By the way, no shoulder injuries or anything we have to keep an eye on. Your wife's gonna like this, huh?
she'll like how I look.
I don't know, she sent me $100 last night, said, you know, call this a bribe or whatever. Just kidding. Sort of. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch this out for a 45 metal plate, which is right here.
So typically, and I'm asking this because I'm really curious, like how long do you go in between sets?
If it's a warm-up set, fairly short. If it's a working set, and my ultimate goal is, let's say, size. I'll sometimes be 4 or 5 minutes between working sets to positive failure. So that's where a lot of people get confused is, well, okay, well, is it 7 minutes? No, it's not like cardio where I'm doing the same consistent exercise for 7 minutes, just going and going and going. Is he working out right now? No, we're talking, but it's in between sets. So warm-up sets, yeah, typically I try to warm up fairly quickly, and then depending on my goals at that point, you know, if I want to cut a little bit more weight, I'll speed up the process a little bit, but I won't be able to use as much weight because the high intensity muscle fibers, guys, take a long time to recuperate. So if I was to come from here and do a superset and move over to like pec deck or something or some other chest exercise, I'm not going to be able to keep my strength going from here to there right away. So, and remember, for good metabolic rate, you want to build muscle, okay? And again, the ladies, you know, we have all types of videos in the members area. You're women, you're not going to look bulky, you're going to look great, you know? That's a good question, and so we'll put you through what I would say is a typical good workout for good muscle building, because, and so why does building muscle increase your metabolism? 1 pound of muscle that you build burns 100 calories a day. So a typical 1 hour treadmill session will burn 700 to 1,000 calories. But how many people do? Blake, do you do an hour of cardio every single day of your life?
Never.
Yeah, see, me neither. Daniel?
An hour of cardio?
Every day?
Hell no.
No, me neither. So, and that's why so many people, and it's no disrespect, so many people do cardio only, and they see very few changes because they're only building, or they're only speeding their metabolism during the exercise. So let's try this as a warm-up, Danielle. You'll have to communicate with me that, hey, this is getting heavier, or hey, you're being too light on me here, and it's still like a baby warm-up, you know?
All right, so
We want, because it's your very first workout ever, we want to hit positive momentary muscular failure for you at around 8 to 10 reps because you haven't trained in a long, long time.
all right, but typically this wouldn't be that set. Though,
No,
right?
I don't think so, not yet, no.
Okay.
But we should be working towards that now. So you might say, okay, I can do 25 more aside after this set or whatever, you know? See, I can tell there's starting some resistance there because see how his triceps are shaking, his arms are shaking. Okay, let's go one more. At this point, you should start to be feeling quite warm.
Yeah, definitely feeling warm. And
What do you want to try? Do you want to go for one more warm-up set because it's a guideline, or you want to try a working set?
working set means I'm going to failure, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
That's what I was confused on, is the difference between a warm-up set and I guess a working set. So a working set equals failure.
Yeah, going to positive momentary muscular failure, because what
I
causes...
learned that too, just now.
Yeah, sorry. So what causes muscle growth is kind of like, again, it's a system, guys. It's a simple system based on science. Some people will come to the gym, they'll do 6 sets of incline bench press. Again, if you're doing set after set after set, you're not hitting those explosive muscle fibers, the high intensity short duration fibers. You're starting to hit endurance fibers. What causes those muscles to grow is failing just one time. So the first rep is just the journey to getting to the last rep. It's the last rep at positive momentary muscular failure. That is the only trigger that will cause muscle growth. Now, can you get muscle growth getting close to failure? Of course, but I'm just saying the ideal, most efficient way is to do positive momentary muscular failure one time. So do you want to try one more warm-up first with another 10 per side?
Yeah, let's do another 10,
Okay. And then we'll judge a working set, so.
yeah. The first couple with that, I can get it up good, and then it was probably after like 3 or 4 that the muscles started to shake a little bit.
So this will be a warm-up, and so you kind of gauge, it's like, okay, maybe I could do 10 more aside for a set to failure or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get 10, we'll see.
Okay. Okay, I want you to do one more rep and that's it. We're going to increase the weight and go to the working set. That's good. I can sort of tell that he'd probably fail right there around 10. So I'm going to go a little bit heavier. You put 25 on the side then? Take off the 10 and put 25. Take off the 10 and put a 25.
Camera in my hand.
Oh, okay. So you couldn't take it off first with the camera in hand? Okay, so this will be a working set. So the other thing that people do, well, how many reps? No, I don't count reps. So if he gets to 15 with this, we inherently know that it was too light. If he only gets to 6, we know it was a little bit heavy, but it's still very challenging. You know, when you start getting to higher rep ranges to get to failure, exercise resistance training is anaerobic. It means you're using sugar as a source of fuel. When you start getting beyond 10 and 12 reps, it's starting to become aerobic exercise, which is more like the, you know, cardiovascular exercise. So you can fail at 15 reps, but what you're starting to do is failing for the wrong reason, and the muscles are actually being, you know, a lot of people say, get that burn, get that. That burn is unnecessary, completely unnecessary. What that burn is from is there's lack of oxygen to the muscle because you've gone from anaerobic to aerobic type of exercise, and that's what creates the lactic acid buildup. So if you start failing around 15 reps or higher, depending on how good your cardiovascular system is, you're actually failing for the wrong reason. You're failing because the muscles are being poisoned. Okay, there's no fuel for them to contract anymore, versus failing because of the stress of the weight that you're using. So folks, a burn is completely unnecessary to build a great body, and people get really confused with that. So let's see what happens with this one. All right. Slippery there. I got you. Ooh, it's heavy, but he'll get it. Down slow. See, this is a bit heavy for him, but that's okay. I'm going to help him out a bit. I want to go 3 more. Okay, down slow, power, hard. That's it. 2 more. Down slow, 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 power. Okay, I want 1 more out of you, Daniel. No bad pain.
No bad pain.
When the words start flowing, baby, we know we're doing things right. Down slow, fight it all the way down. I know you can fight it. I know you can fight it. Why? Because it's science. And power, hard, 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 harder. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep pushing. And that is what is called a working set, and he'll never forget that the rest of his life because he wants to punch me in the face.
Don't worry, we have a defibrillator.
Oh. And just so you guys know, when he said 3 more after the first one, I was ready to stop. But you got to push yourself.
Yeah, but he's done this exercise. So a true working set, okay, we've been sitting, what's a live feed at, like 10, 15 minutes already?
About 10, yeah.
Anyway, this is the only set, what was it, 35 seconds, where he actually physically, truly exerted himself. But this exercise is done now, completely done. So if you're not training with a partner, what I'll sometimes do is do a second working set, because I can't get to that ultimate failure point without a partner. So if you're here by yourself and you're like, oh, you just barely get the last one, then you can do a second set. But we're gonna leave this one, and now you're obviously warmed up. Yeah. So
Need some water.
yeah, we'll get some water. Can you get him some water, dude?
Yep.
Oh, where's your smart bottle? Is it in
I think it's in the office.
There's a big smart bottle in the office, in my office.
And so you guys that are watching this, just like I can feel it, all shoulders, thighs, all through the chest, up in here is just, it's not a bad pain, it's like, just feels.
But failing there, you didn't burn though,
No.
did you? You just couldn't do it anymore.
It just, it feels very warm and just very, I don't want, like tight almost.
Yeah, well, you're gonna start getting a good pump. So he hit his upper chest with that exercise. This chest is gonna hit the midline and the inner chest. So here, what you're gonna do is you do 1 warm-up set to more or less gauge the weight that you're gonna use for a working set. Now, when you do this, no elbows down, elbows parallel, and a slight bend in the elbow, because if you put it like this, it puts a lot of pressure on the bicep, a lot of pressure on what's called the brachioradialis, which they call the beer muscle here, because when you're drinking, right? So here, if you're straight out, it's putting way too much pressure on the elbow, brachioradialis, and the bicep. What you want is a slight bend in the elbows, like this. Now, as you come in, what you'll tend to do as you're failing is you're going to try to cheat and get rid of that bend. Just a slight bend, the whole movement. Stretch the chest out at the bottom, guys, to get that ultimate stretch, and in. Stretch, and in. So,
Because you're gonna have probably hundreds.
That's fine.
Didn't get a good one.
I'll set a nice warm-up bend for Daniel here.
With Ed, you could probably see like 3 of them.
Let's put it at 70 just for a warm-up, Daniel. You'll let me know.
Let's see, whatever WIMP setting is, you can start there.
Nah, WIMP setting is 10. That's what Blake uses. So slight bend in the elbows, elbows up. That's it, and forward. Perfect.
Just like that?
Yep. Okay, put that down. It's obviously a bit light. Do you want to do a second warm-up to judge what you could do for a set to failure?
Yeah, we'll do one more. I don't want
Okay.
to fail just yet.
Joel, Brent Stewart asked, will we be seeing this, some exercises using resistance bands?
Not today.
Not today?
No.
Okay.
No. Why? Because honestly, probably just looking at, Daniel's got naturally wide shoulders and stuff. He's probably, could he fail on resistance bands? Sure. But it's hard. It's harder, So resistance bands, honestly, for a guy who wants to get some muscle, you're going to go well beyond the actually, even Seb was telling me, Seb's very new to working out, and he's already surpassing a lot of his resistance bands because you do get so strong so fast. So if you want me to demonstrate how I can do this with a resistance band, sure, I can do that. Let me grab one here. So, find a place in your house where you can wrap that. And what he was doing right there could easily be done just like this. So obviously you're going to have a little bit of, but again, where the diminished returns eventually happen with resistance bands is I could use way, way more weight than this, but at what point does it push me back this way, right? So there's anything in this gym can be done with resistance bands. The problem is we have to be honest with people, is you're going to get really strong really quickly, and it gets to a point of diminished returns where you're so damn strong that the resistance bands become, I don't know, not necessarily inadequate, but awkward to use, I would say.
I think one good tip that you had in another video was using the resistance bands where you could put multiple bands on the hands.
Yeah.
Increase the strength.
Well, it's not so much that you can increase the resistance enough. It's, like on that machine, you have a back plane, so you're not pushing yourself back this way. It's like, I can use this, and this is infinitely stronger because there's 2 resistance bands here. And I would say somebody training for their first 6 months could probably do this way. But at what point do I pushing myself because I'm so damn strong? How do I leverage myself out this way? You see what I mean? Whereas on the other machine, I've got something right on my back so it can keep me going tight like this. So again, everything you can do with resistance bands, but as you improve, these become awkward. Now, there's lots of equipment from home you can use. What's the name of the Bowflex is really good. There's going to come a time where you're going to decide either go get a gym membership for $20 or $30 a month, or you're going to invest in something like a Bowflex, but that's $3,000. So, really depends. Ready for one more warm up, and then you want a good side? I did increase this weight, I think so. So elbows up, perfect. What do you think you could do a working set with?
Weight-wise, what's on here?
110 right now.
I don't know, maybe 140, 150
Okay.
maybe?
Put it down. Let's move this just a bit quicker. I'll go to 145, do 1 rep, and you tell me if you think it's good or if it's too heavy or too light. You're gonna be able to judge yourself almost immediately, you know?
All right, what are we at now?
145. Is that a good weight, or you think a
I
little?
can probably get a few more in.
Okay.
I'm already starting.
Oh, he's starting to fail already, but it goes to show the fatigue in the chest already from one exercise. Good. This one, I'm really gonna fail him on because there's no chance for injury. Good. 2 more. Down slow on the way down. Never drop it on the way down.
I feel like I'm putting more in my arms than my chest, but
Oh, no, you're not. Trust me. Just keep a little more bend in the elbows. That's all chest. Down one more. Down slow. Get the elbows up. Hard as you can. Good.
I can feel myself losing my form in the end.
Oh yeah, well that shouldn't happen. You know, a little bit of cheating is fine, but when you see people at the gym, they're like, you know, that's bad. You know, a little bit of cheating. In other words, he started to bring the elbows in a little bit more.
Dip down.
That's okay. You know, to get to failure. So, what should we give him next, guys? You want to do a flat bench with him? What do you guys want to do?
You gonna do pulleys or like actually?
Cable crossovers or
Yeah, it's a little bit advanced for someone who has, because he's going to shake like a leaf, but let's do it anyway. You're gonna struggle.
a little bit.
You're gonna struggle, but what the hell?
Somebody kind of did that. Okay, so that's coming out. Yeah, you'll struggle. To be honest.
So I'm here to learn just as much as you guys are too. So
Yeah, that's why we're going slower, guys. I want you all to really understand the concept, how easy it is. Now, is it easy? No. Is he going to feel amazing after this? Yes, because what we're doing is we're, in a very short term, increasing his endorphin levels, increasing his epinephrine levels, and those hormones make you feel good. When you train for an hour in the gym, you're depleting those things. You're depleting your epinephrine, your endorphin, your cortisol is going up. So you, quite frankly, feel like shit sometimes after a very long workout. Yeah. See, they're helping me because I put my back out a bit, guys. Just right here is good. Just out of the way. So we need the handles. That one there.
there's one already on that one.
this guy.
Where's the other one?
It's already on there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, thanks. So here, and I'll demonstrate this with resistance bands as well. So first exercise hit the upper chest. Second exercise hit the midline. Now we're going to get the man boobs out of the way. Okay? So coming down here like this is going to hit the lower chest. So it's very similar. The other exercise was coming out. This exercise, we're going to pull down.
We call them moves. And it's safe to say I know I got them, but I'm working on them.
They're going away real fast.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to demonstrate for you then. So palms facing the ground. Some people, again, tend to just facing the ground. Make sure you're centered with the machine. Here, I think one's heavier than the other. Yeah, it is by one. That's okay. I'll put it a bit heavier.
It almost looks like you're like physically like leaning into it, like falling into the weight almost.
You are a little bit, because if you're totally straight, you're going to come to your sides.
Yeah.
So you're a little over top of it and bring it in front of you. So here, stretching at the top, here. Again, if I was totally straight, I'd be doing a movement like this, which is a little hard on the shoulder joint. So here, straight. Now let's put one plate less and try warm up with you for that. And the reason why this is more advanced is it's very free flowing, so he's going to shake a lot more than likely.
You do shoulder apart or together?
That doesn't matter, whatever feels comfortable for you.
Machine, and then just kind of leaning over it.
Yep, and pull down. Perfect.
Feel like, should I bend my knees at all?
If you want to, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
I have a herniated disc in my back, so I'm trying to protect that too. But also,
Is there pain with this?
no, not at all. But I also want to make sure that I protect that
Sure.
and also down the road strengthen the muscles around those.
Good. This is probably a set line, isn't it? Let's feel it out then. Let's do it. See how tired you got from 2 exercises only, guys? Again. See him shaking? That's real muscle growth. Come on. Good. Let's go. Try to go 2 more. Slight more bend in the elbow if you need it. Good. Come on. You're grunting? That's real. So, chest workout is completely finished. Yes, he feels tired for the second, but, you know, it's simple science. High intensity, very short duration is the key to those muscles growing. Your high intensity fibers are the only fibers that can grow in the human body. If you look at a long distance runner, they're like this big. Why? It's all endurance fibers. You look at a sprinter who runs 100 meter, much more muscular, but they run 100 meters in 10 seconds.
And toast.
And they're toasted. They're literally toasted. You ask a professional sprinter to run the 100 meters as fast as he can, and then try to do it again 5 minutes later. He's going to be at least a second off from his last run. Like you fatigue the fibers that quickly. So we're hitting synergistic muscle groups. Chest is done. We're going to move on to triceps. 2 triceps exercises. And the whole workout's over. Has any other questions come in, JB?
No, everybody's saying go Daniel, way to go.
Cheer him on, baby. You know, and just being brutally honest with everybody, I get it. I'm a marketer, right? I can get it that I could tell everybody, you know, we're going to do our little thigh master exercise like this, sitting at our desk, and all you have to do it is 2 minutes a day and you'll see phenomenal changes. And ladies, your thighs will just shrink right up, and they'll be so tight and so beautiful. It's all bullshit. I'm sorry, it's just bullshit. I'm giving you the truth. This is what will help with diabetes. This is what will eradicate obesity. This is what will help strengthen your heart. This is what really works. So, is it hard? Yes. Is it hard? But is it long? No. And it's not that hard. Understand this, because it's based around your fight or flight response, which is just a physiological response in the human body. We either want to fight or we want to run. So this type of exercise is really triggered around that psychological response that's inherent in every single one of us. So that's why I say the human body can either work long or it can work hard. It can't do both. So a lot of people come to the gym and they're working pretty hard for a whole hour. It's just totally counterproductive. The human body was not made to function that way. It just wasn't. Do you see an elephant on the treadmill for 20 minutes? Do you see a tiger fighting another tiger for an hour and a half? No. It's high intensity, short duration, fight or flight. That's what we're stimulating, is the fight or flight response, and that's why it's easy to do, even though it's hard, but that's what's going to make him feel very energized the rest of the day. So we're going to come over here, Daniel. I don't know why my voice is going on me. I guess I got too excited today or something. So we're going to pick a weight here. Now I have a herniated disc too, so this shouldn't bother it. But here, this is just tricep push down, here to here. Now the difference is, a lot of people tend to, the rotation point is at the elbow. So that's, you want to keep that steady. A lot of people tend to go like this, right? So just keep it steady. Lock your elbows in on your side. And just like this. Just like that. Try that. That should be a warm-up weight, no problem. Oh, he's tired already.
You go all the way back up or just keep it?
Come a little closer, unless you're trying to...
No, I'm not.
Okay, come down, so come down. Keep yourself locked there, push down. And come up, but don't move the elbow. So right about there and back down. Perfect. That's all tricep there.
Maybe go a little more to failure then?
Yeah, well, no, stop. Let's use a little heavier weight rather than doing too many reps, because again, if you start doing 15. Now, again, guys, this is no disrespect. I want to show you something here. 3 sets. And look how fatigued his muscles are already. He's only using 25 pounds. And again, that's no disrespect. If he was to come and do this first, as his very first exercise for the day, he'd be using a lot more. But because the triceps and the chest are synergistic muscle groups, when he was doing the incline bench, it's hitting the triceps, okay? When you're doing other exercises, even though the pec deck and this one largely take the tricep out of the equation, it's still a synergistic muscle group. And what that means is it's impossible for you to train your chest and not be stimulating your triceps. So you might as well finish them off on the same day. And my point is, look, he's almost finished his triceps just because he pushed his chest so hard. So let's go 1 more plate or 2 more plates, do you think, Daniel?
Just do 2 and we'll fill it out.
Okay.
But I think it's also good too, to be honest, like I haven't done this in at least 8 years. So my muscles.
No, but what I'm saying is what you're experiencing, I experienced too. The only difference is because I've been doing it my whole life, I'll use more weight than him. So ladies, you're in total control of what you want to look like. If you don't want to have an arm like me, again, I stack this machine when I do my triceps. It's not to brag, it's because I want big arms. His arms are smaller than mine, therefore they're weaker than mine. Ladies, if you want to have a nice if you want to have a nice hard look but have your arm this big, you're going to be using 3 or 4 plates, not the stack. You're in total control. So the shaking that you see now, Blake, me, myself, it doesn't matter how advanced you are, I shake just as much. The only difference is I'm using more weight. That's it. That's the only difference. You want to go one less?
If I fail, I'm probably going to fail out pretty quick.
That's okay. As long as you're no bad pain. No bad pain anymore?
No.
Okay. I'll come around the other side so I can spot you better. You can watch. Good. Awesome. Keep going. Good. Come on. Failure's coming. Good. I want to see 2 more. Almost failed. 1 more.
Fuck.
It's real. Fuckity fuck. Come on. Fuck it out if you need to. Come on. And again, look, watching someone do that, is it going to scare some of you off and go, oh my God, that's too much for me? I'm keeping it real. Going and squeezing your legs together, sitting at your desk at work is not going to lower your blood sugar. It's not going to lower your body fat. It's not going to give you the sexy look. But it's high intensity, short duration. This is the real McCoy, okay? It's not about marketing, it's about keeping it honest. And I think, guys, to the Mavericks and the leaders and the Now Lifestylers, keeping it honest, long term is going to be way better. Why? We're going to see a ton of people seeing massive results. And that's the key to the longevity of this. If it works, people are going to become emotionally attached to it. And give your honest assessment. It's hard, but was it really that hard?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard, and to be honest with you, when he comes over and he says, I'm thinking I'm about to fail out, and he's like, 2 more, and I'm like, oh God, no, you know, but after I do those 2, I was like, oh, thank God I did those. Now I feel winded, I feel strong, but I feel good. I'm glad that I did it. So it's okay to really push yourself. I'm glad I did it. It was definitely hard. I'm sweating.
But that's the true reality, guys. You can't wrap yourself in shrink wrap and lose an excess amount of weight. You've got to stimulate the human body. The human body needs to move in order to change your health. You got to stimulate your heart. You got to stimulate your joints. You got to stimulate muscle flow. The difference is you don't have to do it for hours. You can do it in a very short period of time and achieve better results than doing it for hours. Why? 1, doing it for hours is not sustainable to 99% of the population. And 2, you're just overtraining and killing yourself. Stimulate, but do not annihilate your human body. His workout's done. It's done for the day. Good job, brother.
Now lifestyle shirt.
Yeah, I know. I need
We earned him one for the next workout, so he's here until Friday. We'll do another couple workouts with him. Anything last you want to say to everybody?
I think what's awesome here is I'm here today in the GVO Now Lifestyle Gym and the headquarters, the main office here, and we're about to be part of something very, very special this week with the public launch. But I'm here because I took action, and Joel recognized that, and I'm not even, like a top income earner in Now Lifestyle. I just took action, and you guys have the opportunity to come down here, for the action takers to come down here, work out with Joel, see what this is all about, and be part of your own something special. So I'm fired up for this week. I love the fact that I'm down here and I get to participate with not only the exercise and getting myself into better shape, but to learn everything that I'm learning here, because as you guys can see, as I'm doing this, I'm asking questions. I'm not just being a robot, because I'm learning this stuff myself too, but I also now get to play with the business side, which I'm really excited
The
about.
autoresponder, the marketing, the everything,
Yeah. There's gonna be some really great funnels and really cool things coming up in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. But you guys can do this, anybody can do this. If I can do it, listen, I'm a wuss. I haven't exercised or worked out in almost a decade, guys, and if I can start, you can start, anybody can start. So take action, kick ass, get yourself down here, and
We'll see you on the webinar at noon tomorrow,
see you on
Eastern
the
time.
leaderboards.
Take care, guys. Awesome job, brother.
Thanks, man.